Now on GMA with that mother facing possible jail time for refusing to vaccinate her child. The issue coming to a head as she battles her ex in court. ABC's Lindsay Davis is here with that story. Good morning, Lindsay.
Good morning, Robin. Rebecca Bredow says she's not against vaccines. She just believes it's everyone's personal choice. And she says based on the research she's done, it's not the best choice for her family. And if that means going to jail, so be it. This morning, a Detroit area mom has a big decision to make after a judge ordered her to get her 9.5-year-old son vaccinated by 9 a.m. Wednesday morning or go to jail.
I don't know how long she's willing to put me in there for. You know, it could be a week, it could be 30 days.
Rebecca Bredow says when her son was little, she and her now former husband agreed to spacing out his vaccines.
It wasn't until they started grouping vaccines that I chose to no longer vaccinate.
She claims her ex was fine with that until last year when, according to her, he changed his mind, wanting to follow a regular vaccination schedule instead. Bredow refuses. That decision has her at the center of a legal battle with her son's father, James Horn. The court sided with him, ordering Bredow last November to continue vaccinations. While the state of Michigan does allow parents to opt their children out of certain vaccinations for non-medical reasons, the American Academy of Pediatrics says vaccines have been part of the fabric of our society for decades and are the most significant medical innovation of our time. Vaccines are safe, vaccines are effective, vaccines save lives.
I would rather go to jail for standing up for what I believe in than vaccinating my child.
An attorney for the boy's father told ABC News, "It is our position that this case is not truly about vaccinations. It's a case about Ms. Bredow refusing to comport with any number of the court's orders and actively seeking to frustrate Mr. Horn's joint legal custody rights." Robin, so we'll see what happens next week.
We really will. Okay, Lindsay, thank you. We're going to bring in ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams, and Jen is back with us. So the mother says that Michigan has a waiver for parents. So
It does. The state allows parents to sign a document, to take classes, and therefore to waive the necessity to get their children vaccinated. The problem here is you don't have the parents taking that position. You have a parent taking that position. You have a parent taking the other position. So a judge has weighed in and sided with the father and said, look, I have to make a decision here. I'm siding with the father. As a result, this child is going to be vaccinated. So this really isn't as much a case about personal choice and a case about do you abide by a court order.
And the state is trying to make it harder for parents to get this waiver.
That's exactly right. In 2015, Michigan made it harder. It used to be you could just sign a document. Then you didn't have to do it. You could say, for whatever reason, we don't want to get vaccinated. Starting in 2015, though, they started making people take classes to learn what the impact of that is, and that's reduced the number of people not doing it.
Jen, what about the mother's concerns? And we've heard this from other parents about grouping vaccines.
It's common. About 40%, as high as 40% of people in this country think that spacing out the vaccines or avoiding them altogether, but particularly spacing them out, is safer. There's no evidence to that. In fact, a study that was published in the Journal of Pediatrics in the last couple of years showed that actually those children who have their vaccines delayed or spaced out have a higher risk of what we call a febrile seizure, a seizure associated with fever. And none of the proposed benefits are seen. There's no reduction in autism risk. There's no reduction in cognitive performance down the road. And we have seen increases in measles, mumps, pertussis, meningitis as people are skipping vaccines. And ethically, what it brings into question is a very important principle called patient autonomy. This is part of our informed consent. It means that you counsel a patient about the risks, the benefits, the options and alternatives. And even if medical science shows that that should be done, you have to respect that patient's desires.
So how should these situations be approached, do you think, Jen?
With sensitivity and respect. And that can be very difficult when you have medical opinion and fact that states something else. But that's what we have to do.
And when you have parents who are on opposite sides. Yeah.
All right. Thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.